Welcome back to Brain Flow TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. I don't know if you heard about the two NFL players that were arrested for armed robbery. Two NFL players. I'm talking about the National Football League here. I'm talking about the National Football League where the lowest paid player in the National Football League probably still makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. So we're going to have to find out what this robbery was about, what the accusations are about, and what is likely in the outcome of this case, the way it is going right now. Now, the headline says that, from USA Today says that NFL player Andre Baker, Quinton Dunbar, both were released on bond following alleged armed robbery. I'm going to say my little piece at the end, but just bear with the story first. So it says that the NFL cornerback Andre Baker and Quinton Dunbar have been released from Broward County, Florida jail on bond following their alleged involvement in an armed robbery last week. Broward County Judge Michael Davis is set Baker bail at $200,000 Sunday morning. $25,000 for each of the 8 counts he faces. Woo! Dunbar was let go on $100,000 bond. $25,000 for each of the 4 counts he faces. So one of them facing 8 counts and one of them are facing 4. Each were charged with 4 counts of armed robbery with a firearm, while Baker was also charged with an additional 4 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. Baker and Dunbar had previously turned themselves in 2 days after the Miramar, Florida Police Department issued warrants for their arrest. Baker plays for the New York Giants, and Dunbar, who is with the Seattle Seahawks, are both accused of being involved in an armed robbery at a Wednesday night party, midweek turn-up. Now I'm thinking, isn't there like social distancing going on and all that other stuff? But they're at a party. Now I don't know how many people were in the party, but I'm guessing it was more than 10. So, according to a 14-page affidavit complaint by the Miramar Police Department for the police report and arrest warrant, the 2 NFL players allegedly robbed the guests at the party, in which several people were playing cards and video games. Now, you know, they must have been in there gambling, and there was a whole lot of money, cash on the table, and they are saying. But anyhow, so after argument erupted and the card table was flipped, Baker allegedly brandished a weapon and told Dunbar and 2 other individuals to start robbing all the people at the party, per the police report. This is what the police report says. Thousands of dollars in cash, several watches, and other valuable items were taken, with Baker telling people he'd shoot them if they left the house, according to the police report. Baker will have 48 hours to hand over firearm registered to him in his name to the authorities. Neither player is permitted to leave the state of Florida, although the judge said that during Baker's hearing, that condition could be modified if his work playing for the Seattle Seahawks requires him to leave the state of Florida, which it would. But are the Seattle Seahawks going to stand behind him, or are they going to say cut him loose because they don't want all this drama? The Miramar Police Department issued the following statement on Friday night, and it says, "We have taped sworn statements from 4 victims and 1 eyewitness. If they are changing their statements, we welcome them to come into the police department and give us a new statement. Anthony the attorney for both Dunbar and Baker have publicly said that the witnesses corroborated both of the players' story, their innocence in regards to the allegations. Now, let's not forget, they're no longer in lockup. They've been released on bond, pending, and of course they will have to go before a judge to hear what all this is going to be. But in the meantime, their lawyer had already put out some information that they are innocent, and the witnesses and the so-called victims that the police have on their paperwork, those same witnesses are now saying that these two men had absolutely nothing to do with it. So there's that twist at the end. Now, if those people are able to go in and make that statement to corroborate with theirs, then I can see all charges being dropped. But for some reason, I don't think it's going to be that. I hope it is. I found it rather peculiar, to say the least, that the attorney of these guys actually said the victims and the witness had gotten some time to come around. That word "come around" was the victims and witness had gotten some time to come around, and they have changed their story to tell the truth now, is what one of the attorneys for Andre Baker and Quentin Dunbar actually said. Now, were the witnesses coerced and the victims coerced? Were they paid off behind the scenes? What was it? Or is this all one big mix-up? Now, my little two-piece that I wanted to say was this. I find it weird that so many of our men go from poverty to enormous wealth and then go to prison. It happens to our rappers. It happens to our athletes. Hell, and I can't figure out why. But end of the day, we have a saying that if you didn't go there, your name would not be called, right? If you didn't go there, your name will not be called. Some other people would say it like this. If you go stand under the chicken roost, that expect to get chicken poop on you. So in other words then, why do they keep putting themselves in these positions? If I'm on a multi-million-dollar contract, I am playing a sport that I love to play because I've played it since I was 6 years old, and I made it to the pros, worked my ass off and made it to the pros, and I'm sitting on millions. Why in my time off would I find time to even be in a place or a situation where anything like this could go down? Now, some people are going to say, what do you expect them to do? Just be like antisocial? Yes. You have to stay focused, man. And that is the reason why you have those who make it without their names being involved in the BS. And then you have those who seem to attract trouble to them. And the end result of all that is they eventually end up losing all this that they worked so hard for. Just keep yourself away from certain people. Keep yourself away from certain circumstances, certain places. I'm not saying trouble won't find you, because that's life. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, trouble runs into you, even when you were trying to run away from trouble, and you just got to handle your business. But this ain't one of those cases. This is a time of coronavirus, and they are out partying, and then things escalate into something where your name is being called for armed robbery. I don't know. We'll continue to follow this one, though, to see how it develops. All right. I have a funny feeling This could either go one extreme or the other extreme. One extreme meaning guilty and prison time, loss of everything they've had and all that other stuff, or completely exonerated, charges dropped, send them on their way. We will see. Leave your comments in the comments section below and tell me what you think about this one. It's Brainflow TV. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.